Hi, Tiny. Welcome, Tiny. Welcome to the Babe Solo channel. Shout out to my moderator. I needed some water. I needed some water. The weather changed over here. It was cold this morning. Now it's not cold. Hi, everyone. Those out there watching. Hi, welcome to Babe Solo channel. Yeah, I got a question I'm gonna put up for you in a few seconds. I'm gonna start a question right now. I have a question. Here we go. Do you think Darlene helped groom Tiffany Henyard? H-E-N H-E S-E Y-A-R-D. That's the question. The question is, do you think Darlene helped groom Tiffany Henyard? Because she's been around Frank Zuccarelli over 20 years. Darlene, I'm talking about. She ran with Frank Zuccarelli. So Darlene got some type of pull. Hi, Shauna. Welcome back. Good to come in because I wanted to finish talking about Darlene. It's important. I feel like it is. I really feel like it's important to talk about Darlene because Darlene, from what I heard about her, she has over 20 years in the township, in the school, and she knows she connected to the school board. I gotta put my my lips on. I have to put my lips on, you guys. I just got out the shower. I love being fresh when I come online. I don't want to be like I was all day. I like to freshen up before I come online. It feels good and fresh and comfortable. And it feels good to be fresh, you know, and not being in the same clothes all day, you know, to come online. So that's what takes me long because the time catches up with me. You know, I got to play my song. I got to play my song, you guys. So here's the question. It's up at the top. Okay. I'll be right back. This is how it does when I throw my question up. And then I have to go here to my live. Go back in. I'm back. Oh, how's my sound? Hi, Jim C. Hey. Hi, Bob. BKG. Hello. Can you tell me about my sound, sis? Tiny? I got to figure out my sound. I'm going to go in and come back out, you guys. I have to. I need to check my sound out. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Can you? Okay, that sounds much better. You know what I had to do? I had to go out because I had an echo on my end. So when I went back out, hi, Buck Baby 5. Hi, Amy. How you guys? Oh, we got a good topic today. I started off this morning with Darlene, but this is part two. Part two. Yes, part two of Darlene. We got to talk about her, you guys. The question's up at the top. Do you think Darlene helped groom Tiffany Henyard at the township? Because Darlene was involved with Dolton in her time. She was involved with Calumet City and BURNHAM. Yeah, I have the information right here. It says, Darlene Gray-Everett is a certain trustee. No. I'm going to start over. Is everybody in so they can hear what this is? Oh, okay. She said my sound is good. Awesome. I like that. Wait a minute. One day I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to learn how to put my music because I love this song. I can't help it. I don't think I ever get tired of it. I don't think so. I'm going to play it real low, not too loud. No, I'm not going to go too loud. Yeah. I'm so happy to see everybody. Glad you're all here. Awesome. I got to get my song. I found it. Let's see. Oh, it can't be that far down. No way. No way. I wish they would put my stuff in alphabetical order. If they did it like that, it would be easier to find. I'm going to turn my phone down. Can y'all hear that? Is it too loud? BK said, I don't think so. Dumb. Tiffany doesn't listen to anyone unless it's lawfulness. Wait, Bob. I'm going to tell you something. Darlene was a yes person to Tiffany. Tiffany controlled Darlene. You know, I've been watching the videos and I've been at the meetings, and every time Tiffany would come to her, she did what Tiffany said. Nah, Tiffany, for some reason, that woman got some pull on these people. You know, I heard of good P-U-Z-Z-Y. I heard that story before in my lifetime. You know, maybe it's good for females too, not just the men. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. I had to throw that out there because she got a strong hold on these people. And so I feel that I was watching Darlene. Since I found out she got they said over 20 years. But baby, Bob said, okay, I stand to be correct. No, I'm not correcting you. What you said is true. Tiffany don't listen to nobody. You saw it when she didn't listen to her lawyer. The lawyer finally started correcting her towards the end after the feds came. And you know, Tiffany sat up there and went against her own lawyer. So Bob, you're fine. But see what it is, I'm thinking about Darlene right now. We're going to get to Tiffany. But we got to think about Darlene. Have you really watched her in the board meetings? How she come in, limped over. I got 2 different videos of her coming in, walking with that same walk. Then I saw her come in at the last board meeting last month. The woman was standing up strong. She sat in her chair strong, and she didn't even wear a mask. I'm gonna read about her to you guys. Hi, Buck Baby, Darlene, and Stan Brown groomed Tiffany. Darlene probably secretly hated Frank. Come on now. And I got the stuff on that too, where the Z team, then that was Frank DeGray, the Z team, and how they approached her in the meeting, and she couldn't even answer the question. Bob said, yes, I remember when she rejected the lawyer advice with a foolish woman. Yes. And I mean, the lawyer, you know what? I thought that lawyer was on some, allegedly on some cocaine. That man was frozen. I'm not talking about Doc Gatto. He sit up there looking, you know, like whatever. But that man before the woman took over, he was frozen. He would sit there. I think he had his eyes closed. He wouldn't even move. I think he was toning Tiffany out. He must was tuning her out. He must know how to do meditation. I guarantee you that lawyer was doing meditation the whole time he was sitting there. Because remember, his feet didn't even move. His leg, nothing didn't move. He was just, his eyes were closed. But when we went to vote for Stephanie, the man was smiling. The lawyer was smiling. I was like, it reminded me of the Adams family. You know how Wendy don't smile? And when she's trying to smile, everybody got scared. They said, kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. I want to do kumbaya on them because they scared me. They showed no emotion the whole time they was with Tiffany. But when we went to the South Suburban College to vote for Stephanie Wimmer to take Jerry Jones' seat, them people were smiling in there. They were having a smile on their face. They were talking, and I thought I was seeing things. That lawyer is something else. So I'm going to read to you guys about Darlene real fast. Darlene Gray-Everett. No, not Edward. Darlene Gray-Everett is a current trustee on the Thornton Township Board. She has been serving communities like Dolton, Burnham, and CALUMENT City. Do anybody know anything? Is there any Dolton in the house? Somebody need to tell me, what did she do in Dolton? Because I know Dolton School Board is 148. The high school are 205. So I heard she sits on the board at the 205. And what about CALUMENT City? What was she doing over there? I got to find out that too, you guys. It might be a part 3 for this woman. And then BURNHAM. Oh my goodness. When I was passing out the flyers for the voting, I saw a lot of BURNHAM people, and they were out there. We were helping each other to get the flyers out to the voters. And nobody never mentioned her name. Nobody never talked about her, period. I thought the lady was sick, tell the truth. I really thought she was sick. And then it said she was doing this for over 20 years. Over 20 years. On January 14th, 2025, she was present at the Thornton Township Hall meeting, along with other trustees like Chris Gonzalez's name is Christopher Gonzalez. So everybody call him Chris. And Carmen Caroline, in a later meeting on March 25th. March 25th was when she came missing in action. 2025. She was absent along with Supervisor Tiffany Henward. And she showed up, let's see, I think Darlene showed up last month because, like you say, you can get kicked off the board if you're absent too long. You can definitely get kicked off the board. Let me see. Shout out to all in the queue. Thank you for that beautiful song. I got this show that's about the newscast guy. He brought it up. I'm gonna see what he say about how many times you can miss. Because I found that information about how many times you can miss. And the newscast guy, he was mentioning it as he was talking about Tiffany Henward. But I got to find out how many times the trustees got to miss. Because you know what? A lot of them missed a lot. Stan Brown missed a lot of meetings. Andrew Holmes missed a lot. You guys know they weren't coming. They were not coming to the meetings. I don't know how these people are getting away with it. It just, let me do something, man. They've been locking me up. I'll be then crying, calling my family, come and get me. These people is getting away. Everybody, these criminals are getting away, but then in the end, it's going to crumble. It's going to crumble down. It's going to come down. But, that's how we see it. They're getting away with it. Yeah, and that bothered me too. That really did. Oh my God. I need that video. The guy was speaking about how long that Tiffany Henward could stay out of her seat. But then the people said, don't take her out of her seat because she's about to leave anyway. That's why Tiffany wasn't taken out of her seat for all her absence. It's a hot mess. But I do got some important videos that y'all need to see. The residents, when they were fighting for our rights over in the township, there was some good stuff that was said. And then if I'm gonna see, can I find that with the news? If I can't, I'm gonna go straight on into the video where Darlene was put on the spot. I have it. She was put on the spot. Yes, she was. She was definitely put on the spot. Let me see, can I get this guy? So how's everybody doing? Bob, Jim C, Shauna, Baby 5. Oh, you guys are so cool. I had a good day. I took a nap. I was everywhere. What did I do? I think I was here in the house. It's amazing. When you do so much, you be like, you get thrown off. Yeah, I slept today. Oh my God. I got to get that news because that news is important. Yes. I wish this stuff was in alphabetical order and then I find it faster. Because you can't miss too many meetings, but these people, everybody was missing meetings and they still sitting on the board. So we just got to see it as it is. That's how it is. They all still sitting there on the board. Andrew Holmes still on the board, Stan Brown. The other ones were voted in. They won their seat. Yes, they won their seat. So I don't know what more to tell you about Andrew Holmes and Brown, because Andrew Holmes will not step down. He said he's not going to step down. That's why these people want to get in these seats, because they have these. I don't know the policy for politicians, because for some reason nobody steps down. They try to impeach the president. Nothing happens in the impeachment. It's just crazy. It's crazy how life is. But don't y'all get so deep into this stuff, it'll make you sick. It would definitely make you sick. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do Darlene. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and see what happened with her. She was terrible. Okay, let me get this ready. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it? Yes, Bob. I'm going to talk about that too. Can you hear this guy speaking? Put a 1 if you can hear it. I don't think they're going to run again, Shauna, especially Holmes. I don't know what Dan Brown going to do, because he's ready for retirement, don't you think? Let me see. Can y'all hear this? Let me see. They got babies in the meeting.
First of all, I said we ran for 30 years. I worked for Gray-Everett's first election.
There go Darlene, y'all.
And people that I worked in the polls for to see that they.
Okay, you said the volume is low? Okay.
Ashamed. You know what? You hire people to do their jobs. And those people are responsible. No, you not.
Can you hear it now, Shauna?
And you were elected by us, the Z team, and you know what we stand for. You're not displaying that, and you know it.
What is Z team standing for?
Thank you.
Tell me this. You tell me.
You're doing such a good job. I don't want to get you protesting your friend.
Well, she mad, y'all. Watch what Tiffany does. She controls this woman.
You're top dancing out the back door. The question is, do you think that you guys are doing a good job?
You see, she whispering to Darlene, and she's gonna do exactly what Tiffany said.
Darlene, with all due respect, my love for you will never change, but you know where we come from and you know what we stand for. If you're not displaying that, and if I did something wrong as a young man, you guys do some chastising. I've been with you all for 20 years, and you guys know better. And look at Peppy over there not saying a word.
Peppy is the guy for the road and bridges. He ran with Frank Zuccarelli too.
You see something, say something. It's not just spoken. I'm here in Thornton Township employee. First of all, in this very village of Rockville, stood here and says, and one thing we never stood here and said, is right.
Tiffany fired him, you guys.
You know, that we all got along. So,
And she got it off there.
we don't do that here. This is our house. And first of all, thanks. We understand once again, you're going wrong, you're corrected. So I only have one question to Darlene, Gray. Do you think that this board is doing a good job of this? Very well. Told me that shit.
First of all, I said we ran for 30 years. I worked for Gray-Everett's first election. No, and the people that I worked at home for, to see that they had jobs here. I am ashamed. You know what? You hire the people to do their jobs. And people are
What you're checking up.
no, you not. First of all,
What
I said
you're sitting here and you were elected by us, the Z team, and you know what we stand for, and you're not displaying that, and you know it.
what is the team standing for? Tell me this. You tell me.
You're doing such a good job. No one can contest to you. His name in the first many times you stuff still on TV as much. Okay, trustee. Answer the question. Your time dancing out the back door. The question is, do you think that you guys are doing a good job?
Did y'all see that?
With all due respect,
YD?
but you know
This was last year.
what we stand for. If you're not displaying that, and if I did something wrong,
I'm sitting in that audience. YD, I was in the audience.
you guys know better. And look at that over there not saying a word.
Yes, I was in the audience. This is last year. Everything I'm showing you is last year and up to date stuff. Because I'm not gonna go 2 years back and 3 years back. If I do, and then that's when Tiffany didn't look like that. She had that crazy hairstyle. she wasn't a backyard Barbie. Now she's a backyard Barbie. So, did you see how Darlene did never answer that question? I only asked, do you think you guys doing a good job? That was the question that the young man was asking Darlene. And the reason why he asked Darlene, because she worked with Frank Zuccarelli for 30 years. 30 years that woman was sitting in that township. So that's why my question at the top of the screen said, do you think Darlene was helped being groomed? Yeah. Did she groom Tiffany? I want to know, do you think Darlene helped groom Tiffany Henyard while she's working at the township? Because she's been in the business 30 years. Yes, that's the question. What do you guys think about that question? Do you think she helped groom Tiffany Henyard? Because why was she the yes woman the whole time? Everything was yes, yes. And she knew the stuff was wrong. And she still said yes. Jerry Jones said yes. Carmen said yes. Darlene said yes. And Chris Gonzalez would say no. If y'all look back, Chris Gonzalez was the only one saying no. And when she locked out the assessor, Cassandra, do you know they voted and said she did not lock her out? Perhaps, however, Tiffany appears to be her own storm. Shauna, what about in the beginning when she first got in office? See, we looking at her storm right towards the end, in the middle. Remember, we looking at 24. Excuse me. 21. She was coming in. 22. We did a recall. We did a recall on her. Because the trustee said they saw it at the beginning when she came in. They saw it when she came in. They didn't even let them speak. You see how Jason Halpton had they swearing in? At Tiffany swearing in, she let no one speak but her. That's when they knew something was wrong. They had their families flew in from out of town. They had a whole lot of people come in to see them get sworn in as trustees with Tiffany Henyard in 21. So when the 21 swearing in came for Tiffany Henyard, she spent over $10,000 for her. Oh, I can't believe it. It was outside. They didn't show us where they went to have their little food at, but her swearing in was on the outside, and it didn't look fancy enough for $10,000. So I don't know where that video at where they show them having the food and the decorated rooms and stuff. But Jason Hoffman swearing in, we got a chance to see the decorated rooms. And then Saturday we had the party. They did the swearing in for an hour, and then they did the party that following Saturday. I gotta drink some water. I'm getting scratchy. Okay, Shauna said, YD said, Shauna said, perhaps however, Tiffany appears to be her own storm. YD said she wouldn't definitely be able to give some inside info at the beginning. She would definitely be able to give some insight. Right, that's what I think, YD. Because think about it. She's running 2 jobs. She got the mayor job later on. She didn't get the mayor job right away. But she had to. No. She was already mayor. That's right. She was already mayor. And Frank Zuckerberg happened to die. And she got that position. Oh my God. Let me show that. She got that position on the last call. A lot of people was angry. I wasn't in town when it went down. When it went down, they swearing her in. Look how she looked. She looked different, don't she? Look at Jerry Jones' face. He probably said, I hate our voting.
And I will faithfully discharge, and I will faithfully discharge the office, the duties of office of Township Supervisor, To this
If you listen to the audience, you're gonna hear something. Isn't that the clerk standing there with her? See all those people, they're gonna be gone by the 19th. They're not gonna be in office anymore. That look like Nate Fields right there.
Chris Gonzalez has admitted that he started regretting that decision right away.
How soon did Chris regret that?
That night.
She said Chris Gonzalez regretted voting for her that night.
So after the meeting, Tiffany went up to Frank's office and sat in the chair, put her feet on the desk, and was kind of gloating about having this new position. And she made reference to the situation in Dolton, and Chris realized then that there were controversies happening in Dolton already. And I think a lot of that had to do with spending and budget. You know, she would get approval to spend a certain amount of money and then spend 3 times that money, and she wasn't communicating with the trustees.
She already knew this at Dolton.
Right.
And they didn't know in Thornton.
Right. Right. So Chris was nervous already. I believe she started firing people, township staff, either at her first meeting or her second meeting.
Did y'all hear that?
God started your extensive investigations for journalism and your reporting on.
Do you see this lady right there talking?
There was a layoff.
I was sitting next to her. William Moore hit her and he knocked her phone out of her hands. The police all running over, and everybody was like, oh my God, he's attacking her. Do you know that woman got attacked in the meeting? This is Lansing Journal. I know you guys seen her face before. That lady right there, William Moore, attacked her in the meeting, and they did nothing. They didn't take him out. They didn't file charges on him. They did nothing. She had her cell phone in her hand. He said, bam, he slapped it out of her hand. It went, and I'm the one who picked her phone up. I was sitting right next to her when it happened. William Moore, he bullied this lady also. Y'all don't know what Tiffany and her goons were doing to us. And nobody did nothing. That's why you see the audience so reared up. No charges shown or nothing happened. Y'all want to ask, if y'all knew this, y'all can ask this lady yourself. She will tell you. She would let you know what happened to her. I was sitting right next to her when it happened. It was William Moore that did it. That's why I said William Moore, Kamal, Keith Price, Squidly Willie with the dry dreadlocks, and Michael Smith. They were bullying people so bad they even bullied the media. That's why Kamal was talking to Gina like he was doing. I see you. Yeah, you. I see you. Because they were so used to bullying everybody. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. Welcome, Joyce. Glad to see you. I was sitting there when William Moore came from across the room and slapped her cell phone out of her hand. And that's media. That's Lansing Journal. She runs that channel. That man attacked that woman in front of the whole room. But if you pay attention to us residents, we never jumped on nobody. We never fought nobody. We was yelling, talking back. We did stuff like that. That's the type of stuff we were doing. And I'm going to give you an example of what we were doing in that meeting. Any meeting we went to, you're going to see what we done when we were there. And those people just was like, oh my God, it was horrible. This is what it's like to be in a township meeting. Let me hear it come. I'm sorry. Oh my Lord, no way. I'm not looking at that. I saw something I'm not looking at. No. Here it goes.
For it to be dragged down. Certain people just want money for this and money for
Me
that.
too, Shona.
But you are in a position. You're not gonna get no black women. You're in a position where you can help all women, all men. If you would just to nobody.
Remember, people said, where the men's at? You're looking at the men. You see them? They're in the meeting.
You don't have to be a just ask God.
But you know how us women are, huh, Shauna? Joy. You know we're going to stand up. Huh, Tiny?
The road that you're going down is gonna be wild. But it's gonna be a whole lot that comes with it. I'm not trying to sit up here and say big words. I just want to tell the truth. You have people in here seriously make money from you. When you expose something six, you saw that. Let me remind you, you are a public servant. I'm asking you, ask God to help you. Even after everything that's happened, it's not too late. It's not but it's not too late. You know why? So don't say stop, don't do that.
Ask God to help you, Tiffany Henyard. That's right, Gemini. Hi. See, that happened. Okay, that's one of the meetings. That's one. Gemini, what I'm showing everybody is how our meetings were. Our meetings were, to me, was not out of control. It was the sound, the way we yelled back, the way we talked back. But we didn't fight nobody. But it was Kamal, Keith Price, Michael Smith, William Moore. William Moore knocked the cell phone out the Lansing Journal lady. She was holding her phone like this, and he just slapped it out of her hand. And I got on the floor and I picked it up for her. The police ran over, and everybody ran over. They said, "Oh, he's attacking her," and the police did nothing because they all in Tiffany's pocket. It ain't like that no more. It ain't like that no more. But this is what the stuff we were going through. So I'm trying to show everybody how we handle our meetings. We was not out of control. We did not tear the place down. No, no. And then there was another one. Let's see. I got another person. It was a lot of people were speaking. I'm going to get them right now. Okay. Here's another one right here. I believe this one here is, who is this? This is an elderly lady.
Don't treat things like this. You don't have us sitting around an hour while we have a meeting upstairs and you won't let people come because I'm trying to go hungry. And we had it advertised on the screen back there so we can see it.
This is public speaking.
Because at one time, I think that's the clerk, she was down here and she goes up to the meeting. And there are people signing stuff and somebody showing them, pointing stuff out. I don't know what it was, but they was not in the end. Security looking after that was the end. And said that it was, I don't see it. They're there, I see it, but I see all this. Yeah, it's a straight. It's bad. Why are you trying to go to me? You want people to come up there, but you don't have a lot of citizens down here that want to be a part of the meeting. They want to be involved.
Look at Tiffany, everybody. Don't she look stupid?
You can't have a meeting up there.
Look at her. She's growing. She's coloring.
Majority of people.
She's coloring. Look at her. The whole time people talking.
You are wrong in that. Then you come out and you're going down the steps. I was told I one day I wanted to leave. Well, I was something else apart.
She don't look at us when we talk. She's drilling on the paper.
You got to do us in 3 minutes. But we can't let you to get here on time. Say you can only speak for 3 minutes, but you can hold us hostage. As long as you want some kind of come down and council meeting, or come down and we have chaos.
I'm glad too, Shauna.
I'm not even going to apologize, but I did say some of those individuals that I said to the police, and I said,
hi, LPL. Welcome.
I'm in this position, and I'm not sure other people know me. I just want to laugh down.
She said, "Let's dogs." But Gemini, I would like to know what she's doing on that paper.
You have to have a job, you have to feed your family, and sometimes you have to play along with the house. But you look at Miss Tiffany up there, she's not even paying attention to any back of the see how we go. That is raising her head, is protecting her. You're supposed to have a rash, what is it?
Look at her. She looks stupid.
And we know the dominoes are is the one who is considered the worst man.
It's crazy, you guys. That's the type of stuff we went through. Oh, listen to this guy.
When they present themselves as advocates and actors. One particular make-believe activist that goes by the name of Jedediah on YouTube channel telling his followers that he sent investigators to my job, asking about me and my coworkers, telling them that people at my job don't like me. They don't like me. I didn't
Oh, don't think Jedediah didn't check him. He did. Later on, down the getting, I think it was this year he checked him.
And there are plenty of stories of people who have overnight amateur investigators when they're nothing but small town police. Over the past 3 months, friends have become enemies and enemies have become friends. Showing no friends
That was me telling him to sit down.
to the supervisor. What you have done here cannot be blamed on fake news.
That was me. I said, your face.
To the residents of this township, I sincerely urge you to find within yourself.
Yes, I got him, y'all. I'm serious. It's on video.
Whether you vote out the supervisor and the entire trustee board. Something needs to change soon. There are legislators in the Illinois General Assembly still itching to abolish the township in the state. And if this type of government
I forgot his name. He fools with burgundy blue.
then what you stand
He hangs on her, and this is a married man. This man is married. But he was smelling burgundy blue like she was sweet and honey. Yeah, I was watching him. I was watching how he was sweet on burgundy blue. He was sweet on her.
with us on, and we gotta stay focused on what's really happening. They trying to hide all the money that's
Today,
stolen.
Gemini,
And I'm a breast cancer survivor.
are you serious?
When they came out with this fake charity, because I know how it is when you're trying to look for help when you have cancer.
Wait. I got to wait. Gemini said something. Gemini said, Andrew Holmes. Did you hear Andrew Holmes turns himself into South Holland police today? Wait a minute. Are you serious? Who's speaking about that? Gemini said, was that the lady said she wants a BMW too? I don't know. There's so many people be talking at these meetings. They will destroy you because rolling obnoxious as all of your personal information. Yeah, they're a hot mess, but let's get, Gemini said, Andrew Holmes turned himself in today. Oh my God. I didn't hear anything. Did anybody hear about Tiffany giveaway? I didn't hear about that either. Gemini, finish. You started it. Finish it, Gemini. What happened? You know any more? Let me see. We got something going on. Let me see. Let me go to my subscribe channels. Yeah, because I have not heard about it. All right, now they're showing Harvey. Protesting in Harvey. All eyes on Harvey. No, I ain't going to Harvey. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going over there. No, I'm not going to do that. Not me. Not me. I'll let other people, they can deal with Harvey too. I had a rough time already with Dolton.
Executive, you're a successful business.
This is Jedediah page.
Transparency and responsibility. Public service demands public answers.
This is Jedediah page. They in Harvey. I guess they need
Not
something.
silence, not avoidance, not suppression. To the second floor and to the citizens and the residents of the city of Harvey, I will continue to fight for you. I will continue to speak up for you, even when it's uncomfortable. And I will continue to push for a city government that works for the people, not against them. And at this time, I want to bring forward Miss Allen. As you all know, her home. She actually turns 89 tomorrow. Can we all say happy birthday, Miss Allen? An amazing second resident. She's been in this community 27 years. And to think that my very questioning of why the home was being sold and how it was being sold and who it was being sold to would then cause not only me harm, but as we celebrate the day after Mother's Day, and happy belated Mother's Day to all my mothers, could you imagine your mother in handcuffs because she's stood up for her child.
Okay, I see the media out there.
Thanksgiving Monday, April the 28th. But that's why that's in the rear view. We're both being on the windshield, the bigger picture. The 17 months, we got a lot.
I want to find out about Andrew Holmes. I don't really want to focus on Harvey because Harvey is not my thing right now. I'm serious, and it never will be. I don't fool with Burgundy Blue, Joyce. And Joyce, don't send me nothing about them people. I don't fool with those channels. No. I don't fool with those channels. Nope. I'm sorry, I don't fool with those channels. But Andrew Holmes, yeah, he's right here where I live. He don't even live too far from me. I can get to Andrew Holmes in 5 minutes. So if he turned himself into the South Holland, I want to find it on here. Jedediah has not came on and mentioned it. And you know he upset over Andrew Holmes. So why Jedediah is not talking about it? I like to see that. Jedediah has not been online since 19 hours. LCL's Shauna, yes, true. Yeah. But I'm trying to say, you guys, if Holmes turned himself in, when you think Jedediah would know, because Jedediah is the one on his ass. Jedediah is on him. He was speaking like that last night. So Jedediah hasn't came on. He mostly talking about Flint. That was 19 hours ago. 19 hours ago, Jedediah was speaking about Flint. Jedediah has not came on about Andrew Holmes. But whoever his NIA is that took the video for Harvey, this is what it looks like. Somebody filmed it with Jedediah's name on his face on there. And they're going to marry Yvonne. She's the trustee for Thornton Township. So I don't know what they up to. That was 13 minutes ago. 13 minutes ago, the media is there. Yeah. But I'm be honest with you guys. I'm sorry. If y'all want to hear about Harvey, y'all got to go to those other channels because I'm not going to talk about Harvey. I'm not even going to try to. I'm not even going to want to. I don't even dare want to. I'm dealing with Dolton and Thornton Township, and I'm dealing with landscaping and mindfulness for my health. Those are my topics on this channel. Yes, indeed. Jed would be the first to know. Come on now. Say it loud. Say it loud, LCL. Say it loud. But you know, Jed is on his ADZ. You know, Jed is heckle man. That's why I say he might come later on tonight. We might hear something from Jedediah. You know, he will come on sooner or later. But right now, he haven't been on in 19 hours. It's been 19 hours since Jedediah did a post. And whoever his NIA is, she's over there in Harvey. And she's one of his investigators. Because he got a lot of investigators, you guys. He really do. So that's why his face is sitting on that video. Because that's one of his investigators over there, feminists. Yeah. You see what it says at the bottom? It says, all eyes on Harvey, investigated in advocate. Jedediah / Jedediah Brown, aka Black. 1K view stream 13 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh wow, they better be glad the sun is still out. I had to look around because my house is getting dark. I'm only 15 minutes from Harvey. Yeah. Harvey. I'm not going over there. I'm not going to report Harvey at all. And Joy said, I was in the chat because I don't hit the like button and subscribe to Burgundy Blue channel. So it's okay. You can watch other channels, Joyce. It's your choice. And LCL said, Jed is the man with the plan. LCL, you know how I know? Well, I done rocked with him, and I done walked with him, and I done went to Flint with him. And I'm going to tell you, Jedediah know how to keep you from going to jail. He might go to jail, but he makes sure you don't. I'm serious. That's why I don't be afraid when I'm going to travel with him. I'm thinking about going to Flint again. Probably 200 people going. And they pay for everything. We didn't pay for nothing. We didn't pay for the bus. We didn't give no money. We went free. Yeah. They fed us. Everything was good. We had a good time. And we know how to act. We don't go down there to make a riot. That's not what we go there for, not to do a riot. We're not riot. We're not wild, out of control people. No. So those that get on that bus with that guy, they have to behave. They got to know how to handle themselves. They got to know how to keep their cool. Because that's not the purpose to go down there and act a fool. No, that's not the purpose. No. And that's why I was showing you all these different ways that we was protesting Tiffany in the meetings, because the way and this is Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt, listen how he talks. Robert Hunt sounds scared to death. He worries me a little bit because I'm like, why is he talking like that? He got a degree. He's a very smart man, but he talk like he's scared. I mean, the man. I know. You know, Robert Hunt was reading off an old paper. He thought we were stupid. The paper was old. This man got a degree. Listen how he's talking.
Taxes paid to Dolton Township. The next week is a sample tax bill for a house for $180 in South Carolina. This household has a home exemption, and the tax bill for the year was $5,939.10. That's $5,939.10. A total of $113. $13.43 of $5,939. It's 5% of the tax year to support those township. Another way to say it, the man who owns a house in South Carolina and it's for $130,280. You get a break on your taxes because part of the home. Now your total tax bill for the year comes down to $5,000.
Thank you, LCL. Thank you.
That's what you owe for owning your house. Now, part of the bill for township is $313.43. So that's a total bill.
That was me, you guys. I said, what's wrong with that man? He can't even speak.
2017 and 2014.
Robert Hunt is playing with us. He's messing with us. I'm telling you, you guys, he's messing with us. He's messing with us. Did you hear how he was talking? He didn't make sense. Robert Hunt did not make sense. That's why I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Now watch George. Watch Darlene. There she go. Look at her limping. See her limping? Look. You see Darlene? Look at her. She coming into the board meeting like that. You know what Robert Hunt was missing? He was missing last month, you guys. We are wondering, where is Robert Hunt? He was missing. He did not come. He had another lady talk about the numbers, and everybody was questioning her, and she was like, I'm only taking Robert Hunt's place because he said he was sick. He told the lady he was sick. And then, let's see. Now watch Darlene here.
That is all I have. Supervisor, if you have any questions or any else.
Oh, yes, thank you.
They're gonna argue here. If ever Cassandra being locked out of the building. Watch Darlene's face. She's gonna be looking mad at Gonzalez.
That's not what I'm asking. Did you receive any emails?
He asked the question.
You see how Tiffany butts in? Look at Darlene's face.
The assessor's office was moved from the previous office to a different office.
So are you being shout out? Because I just want to know what's this little pony show for. So you been shout out, right? Trustee?
Look how nasty Tiffany talks.
Was it votes on the office? Did you got all that? So was it?
No, that's what I'm asking a question.
You should know you trust me. So she had the office. That's what I understood. She had the
But
office.
it's not the previous office.
She had the office.
But it's not the previous one.
Why does that? What's your next question?
It's not the previous one.
What's your next question?
That's my question.
LCL says Robert Hunt is scared. I'll be scared too. Cause you know the audit didn't take the numbers he gave him.
Answer the question. So is this based on any sort of?
My opinion, Darlene wearing the mask so no one can read her lips when she talks to Tiffany or the clerk. Good point, LCL. That's a good point.
Is there any sort of bad state?
Cause she is making face expressions, definitely at Gonzalez. Cause he voted no on this. This is about Cassandra being locked out of the building.
The office itself is still operational.
I just explained.
It's only for something that we're building.
Yeah, we went through a lot with these people. I'm serious. We went through a lot.
Township. Yeah, I'm gonna keep elaborate a little more about what's going on so people can understand what's happening. And really stop writing about me and y'all ain't got y'all back. Y'all wrote it.
Look at Tiffany's eyes.
I'm not locked her out of my office. I don't even have to speak with that lady.
Look at Cassandra. She's gonna look very stressed. Look at her.
I hope y'all write that. It's for your record.
She called her that lady.
You only come here for the mess. You guys do not come here for anything positive we're done that have been done in this township, such as we got a whole surplus. But it's always been a deficit here, and it's actually trying right there, right? And then when y'all want to know the truth about the township, y'all come
What's wrong with her eyes?
about the theft that's going on at the township
Can
before.
somebody explain to me what's wrong with Tiffany's eyes?
So stop. Keep got the floor. Township. Now, I'm gonna let Keith elaborate.
They go Andrew Holmes. I just saw him standing against the wall.
And really stop writing about me and y'all ain't got y'all back. Y'all wrote that I removed her from office and I did no such thing. I did not lock her out of my office. I don't even have to speak with that lady.
Look at Cassandra's face.
Stop the line on my land. And I hope y'all write that.
The stress.
Write this article about it. Because you only come here for the mess. You guys do not come here for anything positive we're done that have been done in this township, such as we got a whole surplus. But it's always been a deficit here. And it's actually trying right there, right? And when y'all want to know.
Can somebody tell me what's wrong with her eyes?
Bring my life about the death.
What's wrong with her eyes?
It's actually before I passed about trying to write it out, none of that stuff. So stop. Keep got the floor. Township.
And she's terrible. You see how she talks?
More about what is going on. So it got
Keith, got the floor. Oh man, she's terrible. Where's Andrew Holmes? Let me show y'all Andrew Holmes. Oh my God, he's right inside the meeting. And I'm like, why is he over there in the township when he works? He's a trustee of Dolton. There he is. He's standing inside the township. Look at Andrew Holmes. He's standing inside the township. Lacey did the same thing. Lacey was over there trying to put a man out, and the man was disabled. You know what, LCL? I ain't never seen no eyes like that. Look at my eyeballs. Look at my eyeballs. Damn, hers is like she been bleached. That's That's a place I can stretch my eyes, you know. That woman's eyes look like they've been bleached. I trip over her eyes. I never seen no bad looking eyes. I'm gonna screenshot them eyes. I got to. I'm gonna show y'all he's in the see how the video moving? He's inside the township. There go Valerie Stubbs right there. That's Valerie Stubbs sitting right there in the back. Yeah, home standing up there against the wall. Yeah, I'm serious. Tiny said, many thanks to everyone that joined us. Support the channel by subscribing, smacking that like button, or share. I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have done it with you guys. I have 500 subscribers now. That's so wonderful. And then LCL said, allegedly Tiffany looks as high as a kite. And she is $1. Okay, she is $1 bill. Hi, she is $1 bill. Welcome to Babe Solo channel. She said that booger sugar will tell you every time. I like that. And Shona said, shaking my head. Her goons been knew that they was about to get popped, trying to bully people, and it didn't even work. Oh no, it did not work. It was off the chain. These people are something else. They have done so much damages, and now everybody is quiet. Why are they so quiet? Look at the goons. They so quiet. I can't wait for the 13th, you guys, so I can videotape the meeting for you guys, so y'all can see who shows up at the meeting on the 13th. Look at William Moore. Where is William Moore since he got fired? Where are you, William Moore? Did you with your wife? Because I know your wife was wondering why you never came home. You be with Tiffany Henyard so much. You be in the middle of the night shoveling snow with Tiffany Henyard. That man was shoveling snow. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't want to know. I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to ask where this one at. We don't need to know where he's at. He looks so nasty. Oh, that man looks so nasty. Oh, he looks like he's late 60s or something, or 70, 80 years old. Kamal Woods. And he got a wife and some children, you know? The man got a family. Look at Whoopa. Hi, Prima Nana. How are you? There's our favorite officer. He thought he had everybody scared, but we didn't listen to him. We didn't listen to him, you guys. We did not listen to him. These are all the goons. We got to say, Darlene, he go Michael Smith. These are all the goons. Even the man standing behind Michael Smith. We got names, but they were right in the crowd. So that's why I say they're all missing. They're quiet. They are so quiet. I want to know, where are they? That's why I had to come back on. The question at the top, Priya Donna, and she is dollar bill, is, do you think Darlene had helped? Do you think Darlene helped groom Tiffany Henyard? He probably tried to get his wife to take him back. Don't do it, Kamal's wife. I wouldn't take that nasty thing back. That man is nasty. He nasty. He wears clothes twice and stuff. You know he ain't clean. That means he ain't changing his drawers. He got skid marks. He's not even changing his clothes. He wear the same clothes twice. I saw it with my own eyes. I seen him. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about this is the guy that took Keith Freeman place as the administrator for Dolton, and I believe it was I don't know if Jim C or somebody asked in here, or let me see. I gotta find out where you are. Someone asked about was Keith Price fired? I think Keith Price was not like the word fired. I knew his time. He probably knew his time was coming up because Jason House them always, do stuff in the background. So he knew what he needed to do. And what happened with Keith Price, he did a lot of work for the village before he left. And he actually signed a lot of business license. He did, he put his signature for the business license. He got, what else? And then he did all this before the new administration took over, Keith Freeman did. He made sure that the other administrator that's coming in behind him didn't have to come up with these liquor license. Here it is right here, I got it. It said that Keith Freeman approved hazard plan for the administration. Keith Freeman approved $150,000 settlement to Destiny Hall, independent administrator of the estate of Timothy McDaniel Hardy. Keith Freeman, he passed that because, you know, that's what administrators do. They got power too, you guys. They actually have power to do these things. So Keith Freeman did all this before he left. He gave this 11 liquor license, business license and liquor license. And 11 business was Dolton Checkers, Fifth Third Bank, J World Beauty, Linda's Cafe, White Castle, Legendary Spa and Grots, VIP Lounge, 14136 Lounge, Angel Taps, Cabin Auto Repair, and Strickland Brothers. These are the ones got their license after during Keith Freeman did this before he left. This was the new business right here. Yeah. Keith Freeman did this. He did that before he left, and Jedediah gave his prompt to him for doing what he did. And he also, Keith Freeman's name is on, what else he done? He's on a decision about the approval for the money. I just read that $150,000. Someone got paid the $150,000 because they passed everything that was on this agenda. And then they had some wow. Okay, that's somebody else's lawsuit. Here they go, the lawsuit. We had some lawsuits. We still got a lot of them, you know, but these was on the agenda on the 7th of this month. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why they had to go into open section to discuss those settlements that they got to pay these people. And there was a settlement with Thompson versus Dolton. And then there was one was called Better Government Association versus Dolton. Pablo Caff and Bar versus Dolton. Stephanie Williman, Dolton. And then there was a approval of red light code because, you know, we get the red light tickets over here. Oh my God, they high. Man, you can get a ticket like that. You don't be careful. They'll start at $100, and you don't pay them, they go higher. So that's what they passed on the 7th. And Keith Freeman did that before he left. And so the new administrator, I'm going to show you his picture. His name is Charles Waltz. He was at the board meeting on Saturday, and he talked and he introduced himself. That was wonderful. And I'm going to show you who he is right quick. And I'm going to show you who is the public work superintendent at the meeting. And they did say they have a police chief, but we haven't met him yet. So he's coming up soon. Okay. And what did Peter Donna said, no, I don't think Darlene grooms anyone. Really, Peter Donna, you don't think so? She been in the business 30 years. And she was with Frank Zuccarelli. You don't think she gave Tiffany any advice? Shauna said, oh my God, we haven't had a White Castle in decades. Congratulations, Dolton, for all the new businesses. Oh, thank you, Shauna. These are businesses that was already here. The new business that's opening up right now is called a cigar lounge. I took pictures of it and I posted it up. It was called Cigar Lounge. That's a new business. But the ones I named, they're already here. Can you imagine Tiffany wouldn't renew their license? A bank? She wouldn't even give a bank their renewal. The bank is on that license. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. They have Checkers. You know, Checkers is a fast food place. They have Fifth Third Bank. The woman was holding up their license. Oh my God. A beauty supply store, you know where you go get your hair stuff, your lotion, your hair, like the hair I got in my head, stuff like that. Yeah, and an auto repair place that fix on your cars. She wouldn't give these people their license. You know, you got to renew your lease when you rent something, or you have a lease car, you have to renew your lease. They had to renew their license, and she wouldn't give it to them. That woman was hardcore. It don't make no sense. Why would she want these businesses shut down? Tiffany was in real estate, you guys. Yeah, she was in real estate. Yes, she was. Yes, she is. We got some houses missing over here in Dolton. Yep. And then I wanted to say this too. Oh my God. Y'all definitely gotta tell me how y'all feel about Tiffany face expression. I can't get over her face expression. This stuff I really need to know how y'all feel about her. Okay, here we go. First, let me give you guys the guy that's actually over the administrator, and then also the let me see where it is. Here we go. Let me post them up. Okay, I want you guys to meet the Public Works. This is Daryl Bunch, Bunch. He is the new Public Works Superintendent. He's in charge over everybody that works in that department. Daryl Bunch, Bunch, Daryl Bunch. That's the new superintendent of Dolton. Now I'm going to show you, this is the new administrator, Charles Walls. That's who took the place of Keith Freeman. And he spoke at the Dolton Tea day before yesterday, Saturday. So this is the people that Jason House appointed them and the board voted. Jason House had them appointed and they got the job. They voted on it and it passed. Peter Donna think that Darlene didn't groom Tiffany. I think she gave her some type of advice. I'm serious. Darlene been around 30 years. Tiffany only 40 years old, and she wasn't 40 when she got the job. She 40 now, but she wasn't 40 when she got that job. And then Shona said, "Oh my God, we haven't had White Castle. I have never tasted food, Shona." Deborah, Arizona, hi, how are you? She said, "Hello, everyone in the chat. Glad the business got their license." Me too. They got their license. 11 businesses got their license. And also at the tea, the Dolton Tea, they discussed that Just Ice is staying with us. The fitness center is staying with us. Yes, they're not going to get rid of it. They're not going to sell it. They're going to find some type of way to open up the fitness center so the senior citizen and different ones can come in there and get their exercise, and do what they got to do in the fitness center. All the good stuff that be inside of a fitness center. So that building going to stay a fitness center once they get to working on it. And then Just Ice, they said that they got insurance on the Just Ice. So when kids go over there and skate and everything, they got the rules up about skating. And Jason House said this on Saturday, that they do have insurance so the kids can go and skate. But he said they're gonna get those restaurants. You know them new buildings that you guys saw around there with the Just Ice? You saw the beautiful building that was right there? Those gonna be restaurants. One of them is for renting skates. The other one is the business office. And then the big one that's sitting by the skating ring, that's gonna be a restaurant. Because I looked through the window and you can see the restaurant parts in there. You can see the sink, the pipes, everything that they're setting up as a restaurant. But they had stopped work because Tiffany, she didn't pay nobody. Do you know she didn't pay them people for all that work? Yes, indeed, they said allegedly. When you see people's eyes open that wide, it's called Somnia Shuffle. What? There's many other names for those on drugs. Maybe those in the chat can have other names. LCL, I'm serious. Her eyes freaks me out. They look like they've been bleached and they don't They look like water is sitting in them and they're not falling out. And then Shauna said, look at God. Dolton can get insurance on everything now. Guess what? It's a guy came in. Let me let y'all hear him. Bob said, Mayor Jason House changed the name of the ice skating rink when you get a chance. Trust me, the name gonna change. It ain't gonna stay no Just Ice. No way. That's Tiffany's daughter name. That's her daughter. I think Tiffany made that skating rink for her daughter. That whole area. She did it for her daughter. I think she thought she was gonna always, she told us she gonna always be our mayor, that she ain't going nowhere. And look what happened. The people have spoken. Yeah. Enough is enough. Okay, YD said, and they use eye drops too. Wow. Let me show you her face. She be freaking me out. Her face is just I never seen nobody's eyes that color. Now I heard of people bleaching their teeth. I haven't bleached mine at all. I use baking soda. Sometimes I mix it with my toothpaste. But I heard they bleach their teeth. I'm not paying all that money to bleach my teeth. No way. Not me. It costs a lot of money to bleach your teeth. It's too much. Okay. Let me go here. You need to see her face, how she be looking when she just sitting there. I said, this woman's face.
Another contentious meeting.
Look at her.
Today, services remain shut down. Another contentious meeting in Thornton Township today. Services remain shut down. Another contentious meeting in Thornton Township today. Services remain shut down. Another contentious meeting in Thornton Township today. Services remain shut down. Another contentious meeting in Thornton Township today. Services remain shut
How you get your eyes that white?
Meeting in Thornton Township today.
That is pretty white. Work with teenagers long enough to know. See Babe Solo. Oh, wow. Wow. See, I'm old school. I don't know this stuff. I really don't. I don't know it. Let's see where she at right here. She amazed me. She be doing too much. Let's see.
You trying to be long-winded?
Let's see where she at. Look at Stan Brown.
You went on that trip. You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield? I'm not the one that had it. I was just ratting about another
He
employee.
look like Ninja Turtle.
Down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield? I'm not the one that had it. I was just ratting about another employee who went on that trip. You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield?
He look like Ninja Turtle.
You went on.
I seen him Saturday. He was very nice to me. He was nice. Now I'm gonna show you Lacey.
We'll be able to keep it from stop.
Look at Lacey. What is he doing in the township?
We'll be able to We'll be able to this is public for you. We'll be able to stop.
The man is asking Lacey, who are you?
We'll be able to We'll be able
Do it look like that man is a problem?
We'll be able to keep it from stop. This is public for you. We'll be able to
That man ain't doing nothing wrong. He's sitting in his seat. He's not even swinging, jerking, doing none of this stuff. And this fool is standing over him talking smack. BK said, Bob said, she wicked. She has a dark heart. You know what? Did y'all hear about they were worshiping that broom? I saw it. I saw that video. That broom did not fall, you guys. It was standing up by itself. That is demonic. Shauna said, I use eye drops while working, but I stare at 3 computer screens for 8+. Oh, yeah, you better put some glasses on too, Shauna. My eyes don't be Tiffany white, though. What is she got going on with her eyes? You can't be putting stuff in your eyes. You know, your eyes will get infected. And Snow said, hi, Snow, welcome. She said, I was just wondering if Holmes live in Dolton. Yes, he does. And is Dolton a part of the township? Yes, we are. I am a Dolton resident, Snow. There are 17 principalities under the township, but every city has their own mayor. So Tiffany does not control the cities at all. The township is a building where you go get help. Like you need your light paid, you know, like the heat program, whatever they call it. You can go to the township and get the same help. And then say you want to get your fishing license, you want to get your tags on your car, or you want to go check on your taxes instead of going to the courthouse. That's what the township is really about. And what happens is the Springfields give grants to the township so they can run the businesses. You know, they make food for the senior citizens. Oh, the food was good back in the day because I used to always go get me one. And you only pay $1.50 and you get meatballs, mashed potatoes, string beans, baked chicken. And I mean, the food was good. They had to make it healthy for the seniors because, you know, you just can't give seniors anything. So the food was like nutrition. Yeah. So with Tiffany, I don't know what that food is. I never went when she came in office. When she got in office, I never did go. But also you get a grant for lawn care. Those senior citizens pay them. You cannot get your grass cut unless you pay something. Those people are not getting their grass cut free. They go by your income. Whatever your income is, then they figure the amount of money you have to pay to get your grass cut. LCL said, "Babe, Solo, you think her eyes look crazy? Look for that video when Tiffany was live at McDonald's with her team when they were running." I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's probably back in 21, right? LCL. That video probably that old. when she was running. Oh, when she was running for supervisor. You mean for 2025? I never saw her campaign. Giving out food. Hi, Donna. Welcome to Bay Solo Channel. You said the township is more like a municipality building in a way. Yes, yes. But see, a lot of people think Tiffany is running all the cities. No, you know, it's 17 under the township. She's not running these cities. She was only running Dolton. And she was a supervisor of the township where all that big old money be coming in. That girl got a chance to touch millions and millions of dollars. Yeah. She was tempted, y'all. Her and all her goons, everybody that's involved. I'm going to tell y'all, when the feds get finished, we all going to see who all go down with Tiffany. There's a lot of people involved, y'all. There's a lot of people involved with that money. But I mean, these people are living large. I mean, living large off the taxpayers' money and off the grants that was coming in. We had a mental health in the township ever since Frank Zuccarelli was in charge. Frank Zuccarelli was there for 30 years. You know, Tiffany came in there and got rid of everything. She got rid of all the employees. She hired her family and her friends. That's who was running the township. It was the hood rats. The hood rats was running the township and Dolton. She got rid of everybody. All the people she couldn't get rid of was the trustees of Dolton. She couldn't get rid of them at all. And she appointed Andrew Holmes to be in that seat. Because you know how you're running up for that seat. I don't know. I got to find out what happened, why Ed Steve didn't make it for that seat, because she got rid of Ed Steve. Tiffany Henyard got rid of him. And now he's the trustee again. So I'm happy for Ed Steve. Edward Steve. We call him Ed, but it's Edward Steve. Oh, okay, thank you there. And then I said, okay, I see that. I see, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, because Donna brought it out. It is like a municipality building. Because, you know, you can go there and get little small stuff. You can even sign up for food stamps, things like that. And that's why people say, oh, Dalton's so poor. Dalton's so poor. No, Dalton is not poor. If Dalton was poor, how did Tiffany get all that money? Millions and millions and millions of dollars. You still gonna call Dalton poor? I ain't saying you guys did that, but other channels, the people in the room, they will say Dalton is poor. Dalton, all them people are welfare. All that. How you gonna have a house if your income is $15,000 a year? You can't even get an apartment with $15,000 a year. You gotta have 3 times to rent to rent an apartment. Yes, your income gotta be 3 times the rent. So you just get a studio. Don't mention the 1 and 2 bedroom. You go out and have somebody come in and help you pay for it. Stuff is so high. Yeah. And see, I bought my house in 2004. And and Tiffany wasn't in charge back then. It was Shaw. Shaw was the mayor. Then came Riley. And then Riley had a stroke. And that's how Tiffany was able to get that seat. Because when hardly nobody running for mayor at that time, and Riley had a stroke. I believe if he wouldn't have had that stroke, he would have been mayor again. Yeah, they voted him in. I think, let's see, America could do more than 8. I think they could do more than 8 terms for 4 years. They could do 8. They might could do more than 8. Because I believe Riley won twice. He won twice as mayor. Because Shaw passed away. He passed away. I mean, when they had his funeral, they passed by my house. Oh my God, taking him to the church. I'm serious. In his casket, I was like, whoa. Yeah, just drove past my house, taking him to the church. I like the Shaw too. I like the Raleigh, even though other people say they didn't, but I didn't have no problem with them. No. But anyway, like I'm telling you guys, Darlene had to help Tiffany because she know a lot. That's why that young man was questioning her and said, do you think with y'all doing better? You know how the Z team works. Because she came from under Frank Zuccarelli. That's why he was so upset with her, because he looked at how she have changed, how she's not doing what she normally would do when Frank was alive. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Frank Zuccarelli. When I was down there volunteering over 20 years, I was watching how the employees acted. When Frank Zuccarelli walked in the room, they'd be like, y'all make sure this all right. Y'all, is this okay? How's this doing? Y'all got Frank's food? Y'all got Frank's stuff? They be acting just like that. And that man walked in that room. And I said, what the world's going on? Everybody panicking. They were panicking every time he entered the room. They wanted everything perfect for Frank Zuccarelli. And when he passed away, I was heartbroken for him because I was just so sad to know he passed away. Because I was treated well. He never exchanged with me. He would nod his head and shake my hand. And that's about it. Because I don't hang out with people's faces. But I saw a lot of people all the time. They clinch onto you like a leech. I don't know what they was up to, but that's what they were doing. They want to hang on to people like leeches. And I don't do that stuff. Now, that's why I can't give y'all no ear hop stuff. I don't be around people ear hopping. Just like y'all said, Andrew Holmes turned himself in today. I haven't heard nobody mention it, but Joyce, was it Shona or Joyce? One of you guys mentioned it today. Yeah. So I'm hoping you guys got something out of this channel, because what I was trying to tell you guys about Darlene, I still feel that she helped Tiffany in a way because she's been in that office for 30 years and she sits on the school board, District 205. Yep. And right now, May 18th, and once it hit 12 midnight on the 19th, Darlene, Tiffany Henward, and anybody else that was sitting up there, Carmen, Stephanie, all of them is out. A whole new administration is coming in on the 19th. So mark your calendars. Apollyon Harris and his team will be taking over the Thornton Township May 19th from 1 to 4 at the Township. They're swearing in. Tuesday, May 13th, is the regular board meeting for Dolton, for the Thornton Township. So I'm hoping that Tiffany show up on her last meeting, and I'm hoping Darlene show up. I just want to see her. Oh, thank you, Tiny. She said, don't forget to hit the bell. Turn on all your notifications to all so you don't miss Babe Solo next episode. And on your way out, make sure you can hit that like button if you have not done so, because it's that time. It's that time. I'm so happy to see you all. And those that are watching afar off, thank you. Thank you for watching. But if y'all have any information, hi, Janae Cowan, how she get on a school board. Well, she's been in business for 30 years. So she was young back then. Keep in mind, she was young. 30 years ago, she was young. So she was voted in. You have to vote these people in. People down the bridge said, have you seen the agenda? No, they haven't posted it yet, but when they do, I'm gonna post it up on my page because I need to know it too. Yeah, and if I don't get it before then, I will show it when I go to the meeting on the 13th, which is this. Wait a minute, what's today? Monday? The meeting is tomorrow. Oh my God, this is what I'm talking about, people. Everything is moving so fast. It's tomorrow. I'm gonna check Lansing Journal and see that they post it up because they normally do. Let me mark my calendar. This day is gone. Today is the 12th. The meeting for the township is tomorrow. So watch out for my live screen because I will scream it tomorrow. I can't believe it. Priya Donna is tomorrow. Yes, the meeting is tomorrow. Priya Donna, welcome to Bestseller. When y'all go out, hit that like button. Glad to see you, Priya Donna. Darlene, Crown, Shauna, Tiny, Snow, LCL. Thank you guys. Thank you. Hey. It's glad to see you guys. Hey. Bye. See you guys soon. Have a good night rest. And I'm finna go check out the other channels and see what's up and see if anybody have anything new for me to find out about Andrew Holmes. Bye.